A new West London dub club has recently been opened. Following is a series of interviews with artists and producers who will be playing in the club in the coming months. Beside me, we have Bongo Asha at the Nomadix studio. We're here to get an insight into the man and his music.
Welcome, Joe.
Greetings, my brother. You know? So, Bongo Asha, can you introduce yourself to the viewers and tell the people who you are?
Well, my name is Bongo Asha, but also known as Nomadix. The people that know me, like yourself, usually call me B.
So, can you tell us about how you came up into the business?
That started in the early 80s. Me and my brother Ken, we got kind of fed up with hearing the new dancehall music that was coming out of Jamaica at the time, and kind of felt disillusioned with what was happening out there. So we decided that, because we couldn't hear no roots music for ourselves, we decided that we're going to make our own.
So what inspired you and where did you get your inspiration from?
What inspired me was the music from Jamaica in the early 70s. It was rootical. It was songs of redemption, songs of empowerment. It felt like something that I could identify with. And as I said, later on, when I wasn't hearing that kind of music coming from Jamaica, I decided that I could do and try and produce that kind of music myself. So I was really inspired by the roots and the redemption and the soul that was coming out of Jamaica at the time. Also, what inspired me was the sound of the roots music that I was hearing in the late 70s and early 80s. It was a time when, it was like there's a lot of sus on the street, a lot of disillusionment in the black community. There's a lot of racial tension, like deprivation in the area. Because I remember when I was living in Tottenham, it wasn't really a nice area to live in. You know what I mean? But it was like that kind of vibe, that downtrodden kind of feeling. But these songs of redemption, these songs that these vibes that he was hearing playing on now sound systems. These things is what inspired me.
So how did Nomadix Studio come about, and who are the members? And how did you get the name?
That's a good question. First of all, the members are me and my brother, Basie, Asha. We started off early, as you said. It was just, a little 4-track tape, machine, cassette machine, and a little mixer, and a small one of them sin drum machines, a little 6-track thing, and then we used to be bouncing tracks on each other.
Right.
So we started off really early. Them days there's no computer. It was just all live.
Yeah, you have to play things direct to tape.
Direct to tape.
Wow.
So if you're playing the chop, if you're playing the bass, it's direct to tape. The only thing that wasn't live at that time was just the little drum machine that we had, because obviously we didn't have a drum kit.
Okay.
Obviously we built up some equipment, got the studio 2-inch, got the ZEC mixing, 32-track mixing board, and that's when we started to get things going. And that's the first track that I made from on the studio was the Solomon's Dream. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, man. Classic tune.
The first
classic tune.
The first track was amazing that I made on the studio.
I was actually mesmerized by that tune when I first heard that at Zebby Lion session. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said, what tune is that? Because the name Solomon Dream and hearing the song itself, it's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? It was the perfect name for that song, because once you hear the sort of flute that is in that tune, it's like you're just mesmerized. You know what I mean? I didn't like so much the later version, but the original, that is classic. So it's at those points you get to know about scale and these things.
Yeah, because at that time my brother had a guitar, and he was learning scales. So I had the keyboard, and we had to start learning how scales work and how chord progressions work and all that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Is Nomadix and Nomadic Roots the same thing?
No. as I said, Nomadix is just, it's me and my brother on mostly the studio side of things. You know what I mean? Nomadic Roots is a band that was formed. It was formed just out of everyone, you know what I mean, all of our brethren just coming together when we used to go rehearsal, when we used to rehearse. You know what I mean? We used to have brethren, we used to have Zebby on the drums, me on the keyboards, Eddie on keyboards and percussion. We had Rowan on guitar, and Steady sometimes used to come in. Steady me to sometimes come in and do some singing. Going on about the name Nomadic Roots is because like we were always changing address, because like I mean wherever the studio was, it wasn't a permanent address. It was is that my little brother's house, then it was at my brother's house, and it was at my yard. Then it went into storage for like 4 or 5 years, and it come out of storage. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how the name, it's like we're just nomadic, we're just everywhere, you know what I mean? So that's how the name Nomadix come about.
Okay. So what's your process in making music?
Process in making music, well, first of all, the inspiration I get is from the creator itself. It varies. I mean, in the early days, I used to just always start on the drum machine. I should always get my drum pattern, Chris. Then my brother would come on and drop the bass, because my brother does all that kind of guitar work. Right. You know what I mean? But the keyboard work is my team as well. Is what I'm good at. Yeah. As I said, in the early days, we had a 2-inch studio. You know what I mean? We just had 2-inch tape, big sound. You know what I mean? Big, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Analog mixing disc. When I was doing the thing, we weren't doing it on computer.
Right.
It was on tape.
Yeah.
When you know what I mean? You have to play your tune, play your track through from beginning to end. The only thing that was digital was the drums. Yeah. Everything else was live.
So tell us, what artists have you worked with in the studio?
The first artist that come to the studio, I remember a brethren of mine called Charger bought an artist called Augustus Pablo.
The Augustus Pablo?
The Augustus Pablo.
Wow.
I mean, I was like shocked when he opened the door.
Wow.
I was like, wow. You know what I mean? I've worked with artists like Rashida. I've worked with artists like Bag of Worries, Colour Red, Anthony Johnson, Al Campbell, Max Romeo.
Wow.
I used to do a lot of specials for sound systems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's quite a big change as late in the dub scene. Whereas before, you had the main roots music coming out of Jamaica. It moved to like the UK, and now it's moved from the UK into Europe. You know what I mean? But it's kind of got diluted somehow. The roots has been taken out. I'm not saying all, you know what I mean, because you've got some European producers out there that are working hard to keep the authentication in the music, which comes from the roots, which comes from the redemption and the expression of the sufferation that I has gone through. You know what I mean? That's what the roots music is.
Yes.
Our expression of the struggle that we go through. We try to expose the injustices and the lack of inequality that I have gone through. You know what I mean? That has to be expressed.
Recently, you set up the Black Sunrise in promotion and production. Who are its members and what are their roles?
Well, you have Jackie, who is the promotional manager. You have Vadim, who is a creative consultant, and I myself, is the musical director of the company.
So can you tell me the two halves? What was the promotion side and the production side? How can you define both sides?
One is to promote and expose the local talent in the area. We decided to set up this kind of little West London dub club in order to establish a base where the local talent expressed what they're doing here. The producer side is there again there's a lot of local talent that want to get into the roots business, you know what I mean, the roots side of things, you know what I mean, and but they haven't got the full means and ways and means to actually get in it. We're here to like actually help to either produce a track for them and help them promote, or if they got a track that they already have, then we could help to promote their products.
So do you have a website for this?
Not at the moment, but our creative consultant is actually working on a website, and it will be finished very, very soon. But if you want to get in contact with us, you can reach us on our Facebook page, which is Black Sun Rising Promotions and Productions.
Okay.
Catch us there.
Okay. So what was the thinking behind this?
Well, as you know, the root scene has been shifting steadily over into Europe, and through the lack of venues that are here in the UK, through Black Sun Rising Promotions, we managed to get a small venue in West London where we could set up a place where the local talent and the sound systems could air their productions and play their tracks and generally, you know what I mean, have a little dub club of our own here in West London.
Yeah, so it's a big club, small club?
It holds about 200 people. It's an early session done. It finishes at 1 o'clock. I mean, but it's a start. We could, we could get things going from there and see what, we just see what happens from there and see how things progress.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so here you have it. From the word of Bongo Asher himself, it's been a great interview and a great insight into the man himself and his music. So give thanks, tune in for the future to Black Sun Rising, and check out this Facebook page. Please promote it. Yeah, because some great things are happening for the future. Give thanks.